Hello, everybody. Welcome to Burning Hammer Wrestling, your favorite bi-weekly wrestling podcast.
Yeah.
My name is Seth. This is my buddy Dave.
Howdy.
If you've never been here before, welcome.
Yeah.
We're live on Twitch and YouTube. If you want to support the show, you can head over to w.gg and use the promo code ClearShots. That actually is not 10% off right now. You actually get 30% off through the end of November. So that's pretty cool. So ignore that graphic that's on the screen. It's actually 30%. So that's a good deal. Also on our store, coming up real soon, we're going to have Black Friday stuff.
Yeah. Yep. 100%.
Just pretty much everything on the store is going to be on sale. So that's good.
Yeah.
So check that out as well coming up in the next few days. Probably closer to Thanksgiving. I'll set that live.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's do some I mostly what I watched this week. It's been a crazy week.
Yeah. Yes.
But I watched Raw. I watched both Raw episodes, and I watched bits and pieces of Blood and Guts from like a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
So that's
same thing. Bits and pieces, both Raws. I watched SmackDown.
Yeah, I didn't get into SmackDown much, but I did see like a lot of highlights and things like that. So
yeah, I mean, the only thing that has to get talked about from SmackDown is there's a couple things. There's the John Cena tournament.
Yes,
that's got to get talked about.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm. But then other than that, the U.S. Open Challenge, Ilya Dragunov had a match with Axiom, and he had one prior with Frazier that was outrageously good.
Yes.
But the one with Axiom was also wicked crazy.
Yeah, of course it was.
And they did the Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, Halloween Havoc 97 spot. Like the spot. It's the first time I've ever seen it since that Halloween Havoc match. Dead serious.
No shit.
And it was Ilya Dragunov doing it, doing the setup and taking the move from Axiom. So Axiom was the one on his back with his head facing up right here. And then Ilya was the one grabbing his hands, yanking him up so that he lands on the ropes and does the backflip into the DDT.
That's cool.
Yeah, crazy. Absolutely crazy. Shocker, the crowd went fucking like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That dude, they just had no idea. Wow,
the crowds have been wild, kind of.
Yeah, crowds are heating up. Yeah. Everywhere, too. Like AEW, TNA,
it's like,
everywhere.
Also, they're in Boston and New York, and it's like, of course,
Yeah, like Raw was at Madison Square Garden. It's like, okay.
Yeah. Which, there's some things I didn't love about the crowd at some points. Like during Alexa Bliss's promo, they were kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But mostly they were pretty good.
And she was great.
Yeah.
Alexa's promo was fine.
What I thought. I don't understand.
I thought she was great.
The what chant thing is a little irritating. Because it's like, I don't know if the crowd quite understands what it's supposed to be.
They don't. They just do it at anybody.
They like wait for a moment where there's a pause and they're like, now we have to do it now.
So what do you want everyone to do then? Just never pause and have any kind of dramatic effect. So you can go, this guy sucks. All he does is go bye 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 and talk through the whole promo.
I think it's a factor like it comes from
you can't win with it.
You're enabling the crowd so much anyway. Like they
of course they're going to take advantage of it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
you're telling them to do it. So
and, because it's like you have like an 8-minute Jey Uso entrance that's like about the crowd.
Yeah.
So it's like they're becoming a big part of the show.
Yep. Dude, when fucking it was some lady handed her fucking baby to Jay. And he was like, all right. Dude, that's so funny.
That's so weird.
That's some shit right there. Hold my baby. He's like,
okay.
All right. But SmackDown, the only
seems like a liability.
SmackDown was really good. I thought that like I didn't have a ton of issues with it. And other than the Axiom and Ilya Dragunov match, which was very sick, the really big thing was Zack Ryder coming back after like 5 years.
Yeah, that's cool.
And wrestling in the tournament. And it was him versus LA Knight, and it was nasty.
Yeah.
They have chemistry. You could see it. Like in 20 seconds, you're like, oh, these guys are made to work together.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are already going, dude, you got to have these guys wrestle and do promos and stuff like relics of the 90s and 80s, which is what they're super fans of, and go by the name Knight Rider. I'm like, yeah, you're seeing it everywhere. I'm like, it's on the nose, but people would love it. You know,
they would.
People would love it. And those guys would just crush it beyond belief. They're both so good.
That's what LA Knight gets a lot of criticism for, though. Mm-hmm. It's like his the fact that he's like this 90s, late 90s, 2000s
I think that's
guy.
changed a bit, though. Like, I feel like people that used to criticize him for it now have accepted it because they realize he's good.
Yeah, I think there's less of it now for sure.
Yeah, even guys like bigger names like Nash and shit used to criticize him for it, and now he's like, I fucking love this guy.
They're like, he's just The Rock, and it's like, what?
And I get that. If you haven't seen him before, I get, especially if you're not watching wrestling current, to be like, he's just ripping off the guys from before, and it's like, dude, you haven't even been watching.
I guess out of context, I guess you could.
Out of context, I see it, but if you're watching and you understand how it works. No, he's doing, it's not like he's not paying tribute to that style. Of course he is.
Yeah.
But that's the point, you know?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
That's the point. He's not shying away from it either, you know? So,
no, he's good. And I think sometimes he gets ahead of himself too, though. Like, I think he gets ahead of himself and stumbles over things, it's just going to happen, especially if you're a fast talker like he is.
But the crowd and the back and everybody else involved have shown that they don't consider that to be an issue. No, I don't either.
I don't think
it's realistic. It's realistic.
Yeah.
What matters is the fact that it feels real.
Does it work in the end? That's
really... And if he messes up, he doesn't just try to say it right and just ignore it. He'll acknowledge that he messed up and say it. Yeah. And he handles it and talks in a way that somebody would actually talk.
That's the thing you don't get as much.
Clearly feel at least less scripted.
The show is very showy now.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
And that really was apparent. Well, so I guess we'll talk about that too. But that obviously a couple weeks ago we had Cena and Dom. The this face-off thing for the IC title.
Yep.
And then you had Cena win the IC title, which is great because that's never.
I love it. It's his first IC title win.
Happened before. That's
it's
awesome.
His first IC title win.
And to have, I love Dom being in that picture.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That makes
him
so
facing
much sense.
with Cena is huge.
Yeah. So that makes a lot of sense to me. It was good, and they're gonna have another match coming up.
Yeah. What's
Survivor
the pay-per-view? Survivor Series. Like War Games. It's Survivor Series War Games now. Series. But yeah, it's Survivor Series. Which I don't have an issue with. And I don't have an issue with blood and guts. Like everybody gets it. You know what I mean? It's not like the fans are stupid. We get it. You don't have to try to sell us on why you're doing that. We know it's a copyright thing and that's it.
Right.
So who cares? Yeah. Just move past that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like it. I like that AEW is not like, this is our no, they just go, it is what it is. Yeah. You're not stupid.
That show was good. I actually enjoyed
the
hell out of that show.
Yeah.
It was crazy. But I mean, that's the
what I've seen of it. I haven't seen 100% of the whole show.
It just is what you expect anyway from AEW.
Yeah.
On like named shows. It's like the
women's blood and guts match was fucking awesome, dude.
Yes, that
was so good.
Yeah. Yeah, it got wild real quick. So it's like
real quick.
Yeah. Good show. I don't want to talk too much about it because I have a ton of Raw this week was
we
absolutely it was actually crazy Raw.
It was just a wicked good Raw.
So there's too much to talk about on that.
Yep.
But I do have to watch the rest of Blood and Guts.
Yeah,
this week.
We can talk more about it another time. That's no problem.
But
there's no reason
by then
can't.
It's like I'm sure there'll be other shit to talk about. So
sure, yeah,
it's one of those things. There's a lot of wrestling shit that happens.
Yep, and
in
to
a
stay
2-week
current,
period,
you got to just move.
2 weeks is like
Yep.
just 2 weeks. You have 4 shows just WWE. Like,
but what's
main
cool?
Shows.
What's cool is we don't have to be the ones. Like, we don't have to talk about everything because there's so many people in this space covering everything.
Oh,
that it's like, yeah, we just talk about whatever the fuck we want, whatever we get to. That's it.
Although, so NXT, there was a scene that Blake Monroe did. And that was pretty cool. I liked that.
Her talking to the other version of herself shit was wicked cool.
And it drew a lot of criticism. They're like, people are like, well, it's Tony Storm. They're just trying to do Tony Storm. It's like, explain to me how this is Tony Storm at all.
I don't get it.
Tony Storm.
I don't get it. They cannot know.
Do you not
how
know
Tony
the
Storm is supposed to exist?
Yeah, I just don't understand
the setup for her existence.
I don't think they understand the Tony Storm character. I don't know.
I don't think they do. I really don't.
I don't know, dude. That was weird to me to see that. I was like, it doesn't make any sense. Why? Because she has an accent?
What? Yeah.
But and then they were like, well, they can't. This never gets done right. And it's like, what do you mean? Like the split personality thing? Is that what you're talking about? Because you can do that right.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
It's like saying they failed at doing another Hogan with Ultimate Warrior.
Bailey's
so never do another guy like that ever again.
Right.
No, that's stupid.
I think it's a good route, honestly. I think it's a cool route because then you can have her
Monroe?
Yes, you can have her like sort of be it allows her to be like fluid in that like she can be a heel when she needs to and like have this weird multiple personality thing.
And it's
like,
trying something.
It's like a demon on your shoulder type of thing.
Yeah.
That's all it really is.
That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah.
Is the devil on your shoulder telling you to make choices that might not be in your best interest.
Right. That's really all it is. But I think she did a good job with it. Obviously, it was pre-taped or whatever.
Oh, she's incredible, bro.
Yeah.
She's going to be on the main roster.
Yes.
There's just no way. She has star power written all. Here's the thing. She has star power written all over her. She was in the best feud in AEW.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
In the history of the AEW women's division, she was in the best women's storyline they ever produced. And she wasn't just like in it. She was 50% of the centerpiece attraction of it.
Yeah. And you can tell that, though, because Tony Storm hasn't had a feud that big since that.
No. And she's probably not gonna.
Well, that's the thing is...
Well, she will eventually.
It doesn't feel like they're quite developing those feuds the same way. Like, they could have done something with...
Dude,
like,
they slow burned her and Blake.
Well, yeah.
Well, when she was Mariah May, anyways, for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Close to 2 years, probably.
Of them being on, like, her being her fan, and then she joins up with her, and then they spent so much time together working in tandem, and then when Blake finally turned on her, it was huge.
Yeah,
dude, it was so good.
Because you could have done something with like Mercedes Moné and made that a longer thing.
You could have,
if you wanted to, but like then that's a whole other topic. Obviously,
yeah. We don't have to go in the weeds on that. But to be fair, there's more than one option for everybody, and I don't think what Tony's doing with them, Tony Khan, that is doing with both of them, is the worst thing in the world. Like what he's doing, like having Tony Storm finally find somebody who bested her in Statlander.
Yes.
Was good. And it made Chris Statlander. Absolutely made her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's what we talked about last episode. It was like, sometimes you need your title holder to drop the belt and have to fight their way back.
Yep, because now you have something compelling.
Yeah.
And they did that perfectly with Mariah May, Blake, and Tony. They did that perfectly, you know?
Yeah. I think it's a thing that like WWE doesn't do that enough.
No. And I think that the reason I say all that is because it's just absolutely guaranteed. Like if Blake doesn't make it to the main roster and be a major like world champion level star, they shit the bed with her. Period. She just has it written all over.
I don't think that's going to take too long, but it's weird because of the way they're treating NXT. Like they almost treat it like a third show. And
and they don't want people to necessarily just leave NXT because they think they're moving up. But let me tell you something, guys. Pay matters, though.
Well, like I don't even know who the last one.
If they have a TV deal for NXT and they're not paying the talent that's on the TV show like they're on a TV show that's on cable, there's a big problem. and that's got to get addressed.
Well, it's a weird thing because it was a developmental show.
Yeah, I get that.
And so it's like,
but is it?
Yeah,
or
of
is
course
it not?
you're not going to make as much money. But then it's like,
Okay,
now the show is elevated.
It's
to a
not a
point where,
developmental show.
Yeah.
When you're putting it on fucking national television, though.
Well, there's a reason they created Evolve, right?
Right.
So it's like
because that's
the developmental show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of wild the way that progressed.
Yep.
But I guess Roxanne Perez is the last one who came up from NXT, and Stephanie
Look what
McCurr,
she's doing. Stephanie McCurr's world champion.
So it's like,
Yep.
They're probably the ones that are most recent, I think.
Yeah.
So like they don't come up in
they come Lara up in Valkyria as well. She was a come up.
Well, yeah, but she's been around for a while.
She has, yeah, no doubt.
But it's like I think they just don't call them up as quickly as they used to.
And I don't know if they need to.
No,
because they're doing big stuff in NXT.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a good thing.
Especially when you got guys like Joe Hendry coming in and shit.
Plus, yeah, that's another big thing is Hendry signing with WWE, actually.
There's too much going on. We don't even have time to really get into that much.
I know, yeah.
I
mean, let's see, I got to check off 4 things already because we already mentioned all of it.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, Raw was absolutely crazy. I watched it yesterday night. And, dude, Rey Mysterio.
Okay.
Is how old? What is he, 50?
In the world, bro? He's at least 50. That match, that Cena's last match ever on Raw
on the dot.
is Rey, Cena, and Sheamus tagging, dude. That was such a fun, awesome match to see. Yeah, awesome match to see, dude. It was so
definitely
good.
Cool. But the thing that really caught my eye was how good Rey is.
Yeah,
and how fast
unbelievable.
He is, how responsive he is, and how athletic he is at 50 years old.
Yeah,
dude. That is insane.
That's
insane.
You just have to talk about him like he's one of the most important wrestlers of all time.
Dude,
you just have to.
There's people that are like 40 and
they're going, I got into the business because of you.
Yeah.
And
well,
like,
there's
brother,
people that
what?
like are 40 years old and get out of bed and they're like, my knee hurts.
Oh yeah.
But he's
had major knee surgeries. He's going, I'm still.
He just had one recently.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, dude.
It's so
he's
crazy.
Different, bro.
That guy is actually timeless. Like he's actually like it's crazy. He could do that shit till he's 70 at that pace.
I don't think he will though.
No,
I think we're
won't.
seeing the tail end of his career for sure.
Yeah.
Of course. He's 50. Of course.
Yes, but like it looks like on this pace he could just do it
forever.
Yeah.
It looks like he's got another 10 years in him, which is
so crazy.
I'm sure if
he
you
looks
ask
great.
him, he'd laugh and go, "Hell no, I don't have 10."
Dude, he's in great shape too.
Unbelievable shape. He looks incredible.
Back up again.
Yeah, dude. Look at him in 2025 though.
Yeah. He's only made a few appearances, but
yep. Just bring up a picture of an
why
action
don't
figure
we just
for no
have
reason. That'll tell you the story.
Yeah, it's like, why wouldn't we just have this is him from the most recent show though. I'm pretty sure that's from Monday night.
Could be, yeah.
I think that's the same attire he was wearing. But dude,
I don't remember.
It doesn't matter. Look at the shape the guy's in.
Him. Yeah, he's 50.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I could dude, like seriously, that age. But and he's fast,
right there
he's
on
athletic.
The Wikipedia, Rey Mysterio Jr. is widely regarded as both one of the greatest luchadors, and it says one of the greatest wrestlers ever.
It's just ridiculous.
There's just no look at his shit, dude. Better known by his ring name, Rey Mysterio is an American professional wrestler, widely regarded as both one of the greatest luchadors and cruiserweight wrestlers of all time.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm not trying to. This thing wants me to donate. I'm not donating.
Funny. He's a triple Hall of Famer. The Wrestling Observer newsletter. Yep. AAA Hall of Fame and WWE Hall of Fame. I'm shocked.
I mean, it's like insane, dude.
Yeah,
his
dude, he started professional when he was like fucking 14 or some shit. It's ridiculous. It's why it feels like he's been around forever and he's 50.
This is a novel.
Dude was around for so long. He had opportunities to work with everybody in like the NWO and shit.
Mm-hmm.
and he's currently still around. And
Yep.
all those guys have been retired for like 15 years. You know what I mean?
Wait, he's in Modern Warfare 3? They
That's
put him
awesome.
What is he?
Yeah,
a
let's
skin
go.
or something?
It is a skin. It's him and
Cody
Rhodes and Rhea Ripley.
okay, I
Yeah,
remember
wicked
that.
random, but wicked funny.
That's so stupid.
Yeah, but it's wicked good when you're in like a death match and you're running around and you see random Rey Mysterio,
Cody Rhodes with
tiny
a
Rey Mysterio with an
shotgun or
F-16
whatever.
runs out and mauling guys. It's so stupid.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing that. Actually, the models looked pretty good.
They did. Yeah, they look fine. Whatever.
But that's just how Call of Duty is, I guess.
Yeah.
Another huge thing, dude. Huge.
Huge.
We have talked about this like a million
We've
times.
talked about this 50 billion times.
Yeah.
I was jaw on the floor when this happened.
So
bro.
Solo Sikoa hat comes out and he's got a tournament match. And they're like, well, it's a mystery opponent or whatever. And it kind of just, it was really cool because they panned out.
It's the same thing they did with Ryder on SmackDown, where they were like, and his opponent is, and they zoom out and just go quiet.
It was huge, dude. Huge pop for this.
Huge pop.
But Dolph Ziggler, bro, fuck yeah. I was so excited.
Ziggler.
I saw it at work because I missed Raw. And then I think it was like Tuesday, and I saw it on the thing. I'm like, oh. I went into the break room. I watched it like 4 times in a row because I wanted to hear the pop.
And shocker, the match was awesome. He made Solo look like $1 million.
Yes.
And he's still arguably the best at selling in the industry.
Dude, he doesn't even look like he's been gone. Like,
no,
it looks
he
looks
he's
exactly
in
the same shape.
Because he never stopped.
Right.
He went to TNA. He took a little bit of time off, and then he went to TNA. And I don't know, the time off might have just been his no compete. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But either way.
I'll tell you what. Didn't follow me. Someone in the chat. Yeah, that's dude, like the guy has always been like a selling god, but like obviously he gets like a ton of criticism for like being a fish out of water, like the way he sells things.
No.
But I never saw that, dude. I think he just is good. But this is the first time I've really seen this. Well, I don't think I've seen the Samoan Spike actually look devastating.
That devastating?
Yeah.
That's what I was going to bring up. His sell of the Spike was god tier. Yeah. And it wasn't like he went fish out of water. He just took the fucking flat bump, but he whipped the fucking bump and just played that.
Yeah, it was.
But the
really
way
good.
he sold it was so good, dude.
Yeah,
everything he does was so good.
Yeah, dude, I was so excited about that one.
Yeah, he is one of the most criminally underappreciated wrestlers of all time.
Yeah,
flat out.
Yes, I agree. I think a lot of people I don't know. I don't think a lot of people.
The only guy that's a bummer that I know we're not going to get is Cesaro. There's no way.
Yeah, because that's
Cena called him out.
Those are the guys that
he mentioned. Those are 3 guys he mentioned was Cardona.
I don't think there's a way that you can.
Claudio, and I don't know how you get Claudio without AEW going now. And that's not even to say that AEW wouldn't do it. Maybe they would, but they'd have to have a lot of conversations because I'm pretty sure that Tony Khan is, even if he says it's cool, he's probably like, what the fuck about them trying to counter program him, which they obviously do. You know what I mean?
Well, they would have to get something in exchange.
That's what I mean. They'd have to have some kind of meeting and conversation. I just don't see it. I don't know. I don't know why like they could do that and they should do that. But I don't know why they would.
Yeah, I just
unfortunately
I
don't see
sitting down and figuring something out there.
No, it would. How insane though, if they did. How insane? Can you imagine?
Yeah, because what would you do
Friday? Because the pay-per-view is not this week; it's next week. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
There's one more. So. There's one more SmackDown and one more Raw. I'm pretty sure. There's 2 more SmackDowns and 1 more Raw because there's SmackDown Friday or tomorrow as we're recording.
Yeah, 29.
Yeah, so it's next weekend.
Yes.
So that means that there's SmackDown tomorrow and then Raw on Monday and then SmackDown on Friday for the go home stretch.
Yeah,
and they're already kind of in that, you know.
Yeah, we'll see how good. Like, because Raw was
So we'll
really.
see. But could you imagine if in this? Well, there's no real because they've done all the matches, right? And now we know who the semifinals are.
Yeah, I think they have the
Yeah.
whole bracket basically set.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's Gunther, Solo.
I'm pretty sure. Right?
And then LA Knight and who was the other guy that won it? Let's just look it up. There's no reason not to. Last time is now tournament bracket. It's right there.
There's got to be like somebody's got to have like an infographic or something.
It's if you go back, the top updated John Cena last time is now bracket picks. Get out of here.
Yeah.
I just want to see who's left. See if they show it. Oh, here we go. Okay, rest of the first round. Carmelo Hayes versus Bronson Reed and Penta versus Balor. That's this coming Monday.
So the first round isn't over then.
No.
Quarterfinals. Gunther versus Hayes.
Oh no, it did already happen.
Sikoa versus Penta. No, this.
They're predicting.
Yeah.
Get out of here. This is trash. What a scam.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
There's got to be a.
There just is a bracket somewhere. Nope, that's definitely not it. Oh, over there to the right. That. Yep, yeah. Bring it up. We'll know everybody. It won't matter. Just try to get it as big as possible. Okay, so we got Jay versus Miz, Jay won. Knight versus Ryder, Knight won. So it's going to be Jay versus LA Knight. That's going to be wicked beat when Jay wins and people get wicked bummed about it.
Yeah. So is this totally
Carmelo
this
versus Bronson, Penta versus Finn? I guarantee Penta wins. I guarantee fucking Bronson wins. Then they face each other and Bronson's going to win that.
Yep.
And then Jay versus Bronson's going to happen.
What do you think about
who wins that?
Solo and Gunther?
Gunther's going to win, and he's going to face Sheamus.
Right, because Gunther's going to come up here. He's going to have to face Bronson, probably.
Yeah, Gunther's going to face Bronson and beat him.
And then you're going to have...
And then it's going to be Jay versus Sheamus.
Of course, they got to put Rusev and Sheamus again.
You don't say. And then it's going to be Sheamus win. Sheamus versus Jay. Jay's going to win. It's going to be Jay versus Gunther for it, and Gunther's going to win.
I hope LA Knight wins that
by a mile. I can't put into words how bad I want it to be LA Knight that wins the whole thing, but it just is going to be Gunther, and everyone just needs to say thanks and get
Shinsuke got his old music back.
He did,
and so did Gunther.
Yeah, so did Gunther. And that match he had with fucking Evans was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That dude's nasty.
He's just so good, Javon Evans.
Oh yeah, but look at the guys that were in that got shown. Like showcases, like Ryder, Ziggler, Javon Evans. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like that was sick.
Yeah, that's sick. The point of the tournament, I guess.
It is, yeah, it is.
But Ziggler just returning was crazy.
Yep.
It was a good match, and I don't know.
Yeah,
you knew Ziggler was going to lose. That's what Ziggler does, though.
But that's the whole point. Like,
it was to have him in the show.
It was to get him a rub, get him a pop, see how the crowd reacts to him, see how he does,
right,
and have him put somebody over. He doesn't need a win.
So Gunther does have that old theme back, but I honestly, I know a lot of people are excited about it, but I actually like his newer theme. The way his characters moved, I don't know if it fits.
Yeah, I liked it too.
I don't know if it fits the same way now. It's weird.
I like his old theme, and I get why people are hyped for it. I didn't hate the new one either, though. So.
I just didn't. Yeah, I didn't hate the new one. So I don't know. It was weird to have him to change it.
Shinsuke getting his music back was the most important thing they did by a mile.
Why did they ever change that?
Never change it. Never change it.
Finn Balor should have his old theme.
Another thing too. Now that we know that AJ's retiring in 26, they better give us one more storyline with him and Nakamura, even if it's just a legacy match. Just do it. I'm begging you. Please do it. Seriously.
Yeah. How old is Nakamura? He's probably not going to be around that much.
40s. Yeah.
So
it's crazy because being in your 40s in WWE,
that's your prime.
Now,
right now
because everything's different.
Think about
back in the day, guys. It's your body by the time you're 40 you're dead. You know what I mean? Back in the day.
Yeah, but now it's the way they work.
So many of the top guys are in their 40s.
Yes,
now.
exactly.
And I get it. I get how that's possible.
I would say most of the
They take
top
better
guys
care of themselves now.
are in their 40s. Well, yeah, and that's and not
or
only
they're
that,
close, or they're close.
not only that, but I think the work is easier than it used to be.
Yeah,
it's not as demanding, and their schedule's not.
Yeah, schedule wise, there's no question.
Right.
They don't do as many house shows, if at all.
Yeah, and sometimes it's like sometimes when you got
and they have such a huge
like,
roster, they rotate guys.
If you see somebody get injured, sometimes you're like, well, maybe it's because they're not working as much as they used to.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, no, that's a very valid point. Very
that
valid.
does happen. You have to do that. Your body has to be your body changes fast, so like you have to realize that.
Yeah,
even a couple days off is going to change the way your body feels.
They say it all the time. A lot of the guys like Taker and stuff who was saying that he would come back for one match, he's like, you don't get it, because when you're on the road, your body gets road worn.
Yeah,
and it's calloused to it.
Exactly.
And then you could wrestle 30-40 minutes an hour every fucking night, 5 days a week. Yeah. He's like, when you're gone for a year, I have to do like an MMA style training camp, and then I pretty much get injured every match. Because I'm going for 30-40 minutes in some huge marquee event match with some guy for Legacy at Mania. And I'm 48.
Yeah.
And I have name a part of my body, and it's bad. You know what I mean?
Well, how old was Taker when he was done?
How old? No, fuck that. How old was Taker when he had the WrestleMania run? That was like all that run of God tier matches back to back, where it's like Flair, Batista, Michaels, Triple H, CM Punk.
Yeah.
Like what? That stretch was the best run of matches of his career, in my opinion.
Oh,
by quite a bit.
Yeah.
By quite a bit. That's when he cemented himself as one of the greatest ever in-ring workers.
Well, then there was like a phase where he was only doing WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So it's like, you got to think about it that way. You're taking most of the year off. Also, I think the mental preparation for that is crazy.
Can't even imagine. Just going, well, I know I'm going to have to get major surgery after this. There's no way I get out of a match. And they're like, what's the stipulation? It's just a match. There's no cage. It's not Hell in a Cell with Shane or something. Just a singles match, but I'm going to go 45 minutes with Shawn Michaels. And we're going out there to go, let's have the best match of both of our careers.
Yeah, and it's like you're building up all year.
And he does that swan dive over the top rope to the outside where Michaels pulls the cameraman, and Taker just takes a straight up neck bump on concrete.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. Yep.
So you're thinking all year about this one match. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yep. It's crazy. That has to be such high pressure. I can't even imagine. And to deliver that many times in a row, it's just unreal. It's crazy.
Yeah, some of these guys, like with Undertaker, his gimmick is so stern too that you can't even like remotely break character. He has to be like he has to do a slow walk to the ring, and all that time, what's going through your head? You know, you haven't been active for a year.
Yeah. That's why he's so respected, because the high pressure spot that he lived in for 20 years straight is like unimaginable pressure. Bro.
Right. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, but he was up
to
there
be that trusted, though. To be that trusted, to where he goes, there's an expectation with the company, there's an expectation with the talent, and there's an expectation with the fans that I'm about to go out there and have one of the best matches they've ever seen.
Yeah, they all understand.
And it's gonna be 40 minutes long.
They're totally okay with letting him tombstone him or whatever, you know, after that.
Yep.
And I get it. Yeah. He's been around for so long, you can't not trust him.
How do you not trust him?
Yeah. That's another thing. Like, how much veteran presence are they going to lose coming real soon?
It's getting close. They're losing a lot.
You're going to lose a lot of these guys. Now, some of these guys I see that will probably step up to be that. Yeah. Damian Priest is one.
Big.
Because a lot of the things I see backstage, he's great with the talent.
Everybody says it.
Gunther, too. Yep. Is going to be a big deal backstage.
Guaranteed.
So, like, you're going to see this changing of the guard as far as who these veteran talents are that are kind of mentors.
Yeah, Rollins
will be around.
Absolutely will be a mentor guy. Even if he retires, I guarantee instantly is backstage in a major place.
I'm excited to see, like, Rollins, Reigns, like to be the end of Reigns. You know what I mean? Like Roman's last match is probably going to be Rollins. I mean, I would imagine.
If it's not, it will be so stupid.
Yeah, I think that
his
would
last
be,
match of his career has to be Rollins.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome too, though, just to see.
Yeah, that's going to be emotional, dude.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day.
It's going to be crazy
because they've had feuds. Obviously.
They're the two biggest guys of their era, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
how do you debate it?
A ton of history between them, obviously, but then some of the matches didn't end definitive either. Like there was like a tap out, or not a tap out. Somebody like passed out from a submission, and like there was. It's never ending in a way.
Their stories, their whole careers are intertwined.
Yes,
off and on for the entirety of their careers.
Yeah,
and they've been married to each other their whole careers.
So when Reigns
really
does
special.
go, it's gonna be. That's got to be the match.
Yeah, it has to be. Has to be.
Yeah, that's going to be really cool. I was just,
for some reason, I was like, I don't think it's that far off either.
Yeah,
I don't. I think we're within a few years.
Well, you already see Roman only showing up, once every 6 months.
He's doing the thing now. That's the Taker spot where he not once a year, but a handful of dates a year.
Yeah.
And that's harder to do.
It's probably like 4 to 6 months sometimes on, the longest breaks. And the thing is, it's weird because like he brings a lot of excitement, even though he's rarely there.
Yeah, they've been using him so well.
That was another surprise.
Because the Bloodline storyline goaded him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That was
he is immortal.
Huge.
He's immortal forever now because of that. Everybody involved in it is.
Yeah,
it's debatably. I don't think it's really debatable anymore. It's the best storyline anybody's ever pulled off in wrestling, in my opinion.
Well, it was a huge build
up to WrestleMania 40, like the 3 years of stuff of Bloodline, up from 3 years prior up to 40, is the best storyline I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, like I think the biggest one,
it's
like
insane.
Recent times, as far as like really long build-ups and like big major storylines, it was like Authority and the Bloodline stories.
Yeah.
And they built those up to be like a huge WrestleMania thing with the Daniel Bryan thing, and then Cody Rhodes.
That's a good point. Yeah, the whole Authority and the Yes movement and stuff.
Yeah,
that's
I think that was
way
a
up
giant,
there
because it was built for a long time. It wasn't just,
and then the payoff was the WrestleMania.
Yeah,
30.
It
was 30, wasn't it?
30?
I think it was 30.
That was a long time ago.
The same Mania that Taker lost the streak to Lesnar. Was the Miracle on Bourbon Street.
Yep. Which one's the one that Rollins had this heist of the century?
32 or something?
Man, that one was really good.
That's one of the best. Yeah, that's one of the best cash-ins ever. And to me, really put the stamp on Reigns and Rollins, because it was Reigns main eventing with Lesnar for the world title, for the WWE title, in the main event of WrestleMania.
And Rollins,
that was his big christening.
Rollins had the match before this with Orton.
Yeah.
That was the RKO spot, that crazy RKO spot.
The pop-up.
That was a great Mania. I was thinking about that one too recently.
Yeah, great Mania.
Because something... I don't know. I think I heard the song that was like the theme for that, and I was like, "Where have I heard this before?" Oh, WrestleMania.
Yeah,
and it was that one, and I remember watching that one. It was a day show because it was outside. It was an outdoor venue.
Yeah, yes, it was.
And I remember watching that one with a couple friends.
And they had Undertaker do an entrance in the daytime, and it's like,
that was
never
weird.
Do that ever again.
Well, Bray Wyatt was at that one too, wasn't he?
And also did shit in the daytime, and I was like, what's the point of this?
That was
How do you book a show worse?
Bray. Well, that was a weird match too, because it should have been like, if you're gonna have that match, how are you not doing that when it's dark?
Yeah.
That's the
no, that WrestleMania. Oh no, I know what you mean.
I think it was
that
Taker
WrestleMania was Taker Bray. I'm pretty sure, and they did it in the day, and it was like, he can never do this again.
I want to make sure.
WrestleMania 31.
31.
That might be the one.
The show. That's the one with Sting and Triple H.
Is it really?
I think so.
I think you're right. Sting and Sting and Triple H, for sure.
Let me just pull up WrestleMania.
Yeah, and the NWO comes out and shit, and DX. So stupid. Like, it was cool, but it was whatever.
Yeah, I understood what they were going for.
Keep going. I think you went by the card, but keep going. They'll show the whole card later.
There it is.
Results. There we go. Yep. Tyson. Oh, look at the starting match.
Yeah, Kid and Cesaro.
No way. And with
New
against
Day,
Los
Usos.
Matadores with fucking El Torito. I love that shit.
Damian Mizdow.
Oh my God. Oh, that was when the second to last guy was Damian Sandow, right? And they were teasing him beating it or
yeah,
beating
so this
Big Show.
is the same show. Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
this
here's
is it.
Orton Rollins, Jamie Noble, and Joey Mercury, dude.
What? Oh, I remember that because he was with Triple H at this point.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. And then Triple H beat Sting. AJ Lee and Paige defeated the Bella Twins. Cena beat Rusev. Taker and Bray.
Yeah, and it still
then-
wasn't dark out, which is weird. That was almost the second to last match.
Yeah. And then, so they booked it right then. They booked them second to last, hoping it would be dark by then. And I just don't remember it being dark, and it ruined the whole vibe.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Could you imagine if they did that in an indoor arena? Bray and Taker back then?
Oh, yeah. That's what I mean. It almost had to be. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's a great card, though. Yeah,
Yeah, great. That's a good card.
I remembered it being
It's a
really
good card.
good. But the big thing there was like the whole NWO versus
DX or whatever.
DX, basically, yeah.
Basically, yeah.
That was the way they presented it was like, we're gonna have the way it actually ended be the way it ends.
Yeah.
Triple H is gonna go over because DX, the
Yeah.
Monday Night Wars. It was a whole,
It was like a tribute to that.
yeah, it was a microcosm of the whole thing.
Yep. But 15 years too late.
Yeah,
Or 10 or whatever. I don't know.
yeah, and people wanted to see Sting too.
Yeah.
So
Of course.
And how many matches did Sting have in WWE? Not many, right?
Not a ton. More than you'd think, though, because he was wrestling on Raw and shit, too.
Yeah, he had the match with Rollins where he got hurt. He got thrown into the turnbuckle.
That's a bummer, yeah.
Yeah, but he wasn't around that long.
No. And then he left, and then eventually AEW started, and he came back and had, like, what a killer ending run.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Darby was such a good pair up.
Yeah, and he was still, he just showed up like last month there.
Dude, his retirement match was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It was so cool.
Yeah, that's the way.
It was weird seeing his kids. His two boys are jacked and look just like him in the early time of his career, bro. That was cool.
That is cool. Yeah, better than the way Flair went out. 3 times
Wait,
or whatever.
I was going to say, which time?
Yeah.
First time with Michaels, one of the best.
Yeah.
Every other time, why?
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. If you have that happen,
can you imagine how legendary Flair would be if he never wrestled again after Michaels and just did managing and shit?
Yeah.
He could have still had all of his TNA moments, but with 0 matches, just as a faction manager.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. But if he never wrestled again, and his last known wrestling match was that Michaels match, bro,
yeah,
it would just be even more insane for his legacy.
Yeah.
But he knows he fucked it.
He definitely does.
And so that's why he kept trying. And it's like, you're dumb as fuck thinking you're ever topping that.
It was just never, he was never going to top it.
No,
How the fuck would you ever even do it? How is it possible?
It's not.
Sean isn't around anymore.
It's not. Sean's not around anymore. AJ is, and he could handle it, but Flair can't. Flair hasn't been able to for 20 years or whatever.
It was just the whole moment. Like, plus it's like Shawn Michaels is, they were in the same eras. Yeah, it's like
it was like, and they're considered 2 of the greatest, most influential wrestlers of all time having a Mania match together. Like, it was just so perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all. It's all on Flair. I think it's just like he wanted to keep going. And
but I want to be careful because top 5 favorite things Flair ever did was feud with Jay Lethal, both as Ric Flair.
Yeah.
That and just the one night, just the one promo where they have the woo off and they're throwing shoes and being like, brother, funny. Watch this. And he just humps at, hey, you, humps at the crowd and shit. It's so, dude, so funny. So funny. I can kiss any girl in here, even that big fat one over there. It's crazy. Crazy, dude. Flair is instant hosing, sweat, and beat red.
Yeah. Dude, yeah. instantly.
I'm cutting you off right now. You can't do me. You can't do me. Dude, it's so ridiculous.
That's like
so ridiculous.
Those old school wrestlers could do that though. Like they had this like thing that like it was real, and they could like turn red and like that. And they were just flipping a switch.
Flair used to say all the time that the best promos are the ones where, like, if you don't believe what you're saying 100%, the audience will tell, and they'll just go, this guy sucks.
Yes.
So he's going out there looking at a camera, handcuffing himself in his boxers to the ropes and going, Bischoff, if you don't come out here before the commercial break, I'm going to be naked in the ring or whatever. And he's dead serious.
Yeah.
He's dead. He believes it. They have to have the ref come over and be like, you can't do that, Rick. You can't do that.
Yeah. Please.
Because he's saying it because he's going, I'm actually going to do it. You know?
Well, that was the thing, was they were actually the characters.
Yep.
And that's how they got into trouble too, though.
That's it is. Yep.
So
they lived it.
And you don't get that now, obviously. No. But people understand now that it's not
different
that way.
It's different. And we still get great characters. But let's be fair.
But I think you lose that depth in a way, right? So I don't think you necessarily get that.
But there's guys out there still doing it, like a Dom or MJF.
Yeah.
Where they're living the character.
Living kayfabe, yes.
Yeah, yep. Because that's all it takes. But having said that, you still get great characters, and we do on multiple shows, and I don't think that we got more great characters back in the day. I think it just feels like it because we're only remembering the great characters.
It's possible.
Because we still got bullshit like meat and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, sometimes I think about that and I go, well, there is a depth to the character when you actually are living the character.
Yeah. Oh, there's no doubt about it.
It's
for better or worse.
Right.
You know,
whether that's a gimmick,
because it makes it believable,
or it's your personality amped. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't really have to be.
You don't want every guy to be, I'm just myself amped up.
Sometimes you become the gimmick.
Yeah. That's why I like seeing stuff like Uncle Howdy and shit. It's such a far cry from going, I'm just me turned up to 11. The fuck you are.
Right.
Maybe you killed and haunting as a poltergeist turned up to 1,000.
Yeah.
But
if that's that case, you should be in prison because you murdered a bunch of people in your debut.
You killed like 10 guys in your debut, and they zoomed in on Chad Gable dead.
Yeah.
And then he had to come out and be like, they didn't kill me, guys.
Yeah, that was actually weird.
That was such a sick debut, though.
It was great, but also like looking back, you're like, this is weird because.
Yes. But
what are they saying? Like, are they saying that they killed a bunch of staff?
Yes. Like, I don't know. Fuck it.
Everyone in gorilla position was dead.
Everybody loved it, though. It was the best thing they ever did. Was their debut.
Yeah,
and then the promos they did right after. Those sit-down promos were incredible.
They're like VHS tapes that they were handing to Michael Cole or whatever.
Yep. Having said that, I still love them. And I love that they haven't given up on them, and they're back, and they're like having feuds and shit. They're just on SmackDown.
I don't think you can give up on it.
Hell no.
I think you have to figure out what the right feud is.
They're there. They're not going anywhere, and the fans actually like them.
I think
they
it was
just
weird.
have to figure out how to use them.
They lost it because they felt like they were going somewhere, right? Because he was calling people out like, there you are, right? Like he was trying to find the real person that's in there. And that was a direction that they seemed that they were possibly going to go with it, and then it disappeared.
Yeah.
But also they kind of disappeared in a way.
They also keep trying to get someone doing that, which is annoying to me. Like first it was going to be Uncle Howdy and the Six doing that, right? The Wyatt Six. Then Howdy gets hurt, right? And then all of a sudden Karrion Kross is kind of doing that.
Right.
Trying to expose people's truth.
So now
then he gets released, and now they have Zelina Vega with her guy, Malachi Black, and he's kind of doing that shit. And I'm like, I hope that they don't go that direction with Zelina and Malachi and let them just do their own supernatural game.
At a certain point, you're like, can they make it work?
Yeah.
Because they seem to have proven multiple times that it can't.
That they don't know how to make it work.
Or they don't know how to manage it, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they should ask AI.
Maybe they should ask talent.
Or yeah,
if they maybe they have an idea of how to do their own thing.
Well,
and maybe they are, and that's why it's valid. We don't know.
They should do that as much as they can.
Yeah, as much as they can.
No
one's going to care about their story more than the guy portraying the fucking role.
No shit.
Who's going, my livelihood is everything on this, you know? Of course he's going to care.
Yeah, I think that's why so many people got behind Karrion Kross.
Yeah. And it also doesn't mean every idea the dude has is going to be good, though. You know what I mean?
That's
so you definitely have to have, you need both sides of it. But that's the point. You need both sides of it, not only one or the other. And a lot of times it's only what the fucking writers want.
Yeah, but you have to allow people to do, like Bray. Bray had a lot of freedom, it felt like. Yeah, but also they put crutches on him.
Triple H in interviews had said openly he absolutely adored Bray. He loved working with him.
You have to wrangle him.
But you had to wrangle in his ideas because he couldn't focus on the one thing you're working on when you're working on it. Right. So he wasn't able to just be like, okay, this is my idea. Let's see that all the way through. He would show up to work on that idea the next week and go, I can't focus on it because all I'm focusing on is my other idea. And it's like, hey, man, we got to get this one done.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I think a lot of Bray's ideas were good, but there were some things where you're like, I don't know where this is going. Like some of the Funhouse stuff, you were like, yeah okay, I guess.
I thought the Funhouse was cool as
some
well,
of it's cool,
personally.
But like sometimes it kind of dragged along.
Sure,
and you're like, where
That's
is
fair.
it going? You know?
Yeah.
I thought the really cool thing was Cena and him in that pandemic match.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was really cool, dude.
It was kind of a retrospective. It's really cool to watch now because it takes you through like this.
It really
bunch
is
of history.
Now. Yeah.
And not only Cena's history, but also Bray's.
Yeah.
So it's like it's
for
really
sure.
a cool piece.
They take you through both of them. That's a really special match, I think.
Honestly, looking back, that WrestleMania is so unique in a lot of ways.
It is. I think it'll be remembered forever because it was so unique.
Yeah.
And there was a mostly good, you know? I mean, the main event, final match of that Mania, I believe, was Brock versus Drew, where Drew finally won the big one, and he didn't get to have an audience for it.
Right.
Which is such a bummer.
I think Taker and AJ Styles was a thing there, too.
Yeah, that match was was night thing. One, and that was incredible.
That was cool, too, yeah.
Yep. And that was Taker's actual retirement match, as far as I know, was AJ.
TNA did something similar to that
with the Hardys.
With the Hardys and Nemeths. That was really cool.
Yeah, it was sick. Yeah,
I kind of like that kind of stuff.
Me too. I've always said it. I think they should do more of that shit.
It's like a cinematic version of a match, and it is wrestling. But the cool thing about that too is like if you get a spot that doesn't look right, you can just shoot it again.
Yeah. It's
so
cinematic.
like on one hand you're like it's kind of cheating, but on the other hand,
who cares?
It's really cool.
Yeah, it's like making an album. It's like nobody thinks that when you make an audio recording, you go, we all played all our instruments at the same time. We got it that clean, first take, every single song, every time, everybody. That's the fakest shit of all time.
Yeah, it's a ton of patchwork.
Yeah. That's why you go into the studio to do that shit.
Right.
But yeah, so that's what I say is like it allows them to create the best instance of what they're trying to tell you and have some more freedom with the storytelling too, doing things you might not be able to get away with in a ring.
Well, it also creates like this setting depth where you
when he shows up behind AJ.
Yes. Yeah.
It's one of the best parts of the match.
You can't get that.
Yeah. AJ being like, huh? And
you
Taker's
could get it
behind him.
You could get that on hard cam, but it's not the same.
Sure. It's not the same.
Right.
It's not the same.
And then, like they're in a graveyard. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
The Hardys at the Hardy compound. Like that's really cool.
Oh, that's sick. They've done that a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hardy compound matches.
It's a cool thing. So like back to what's actually going on now.
Yeah.
Maxxine Dupri.
I'm so glad you said that.
Wins the world.
That was
IC
such
title.
a big dude. That was so awesome.
Yeah.
She deserves that so much.
Yeah. And I'm never mad at, and Becky's like done a great job with this, but I'm never mad at when talent wins a title. Like it's
especially when they've so obviously transformed themselves to work for it.
Yep, you need this like elevating thing.
Yep,
and Becky is one of those. She's a veteran. She's been around.
Yep.
She understands.
She's done it all,
yeah.
and she's been using her current run to make stars like crazy. She really has.
Adam Pearce posted something on Twitter somewhere today, and it was like a screenshot of his like missed calls. And
from Becky?
Rebecca Lynch.
She's killing it, dude. Ever since she lost the title, she's killing it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so funny, though. Oh, my God. I wish they would do more of that.
Yeah,
like,
I think they will. I think they will.
Like this, like, kayfabe outside
of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
It's really cool.
They do that, yeah, for sure. And I agree. They should do more, and I'm glad they do any, and I'm sure they'll do more. But Maxxine winning that title, huge congrats. Super well deserved.
AJ Lee showed up for
so hard. Yep, AJ Lee came back. First time we saw her since that mixed tag match. Looks like that's setting up for another match with Becky.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be. I like the women's War Games matches taking form, and it's Alexa and Charlotte teaming with Io and Rhea. I like that.
Yeah, I think we're gonna at some point. I want to look at.
Yeah,
what
let's
they
look at.
have.
We can. I mean, we're an hour in. We can totally close the show by looking at this card and getting ready. Unless you have other notes.
Yeah,
that
because
you have
we
to
already
talk about.
talked about some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously Lesnar and Reigns.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. We don't
really
really need to
cool.
say much about that, other than it was nasty, and it's clearly that's another guy married to Reigns.
Yes.
Is Lesnar. He's one of his best feuds, but I do think his most important feud is Rollins. But seeing him in the ring with Lesnar was really crazy. And I think the crowd was going, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Like, didn't expect to see this.
Well, they didn't
expect so much history.
I don't think anybody expected either of them.
No, so. I don't either.
Especially after some of the things that had happened earlier in the show. You're like, oh, all the surprises are over.
Yep. And then Lesnar and Reigns come out.
So what do they have for?
Let's look at this card. That's what we have so far. Here. That's what we have so far. It's Punk, Rhodes, Usos, and Reigns versus the Vision, which is the bronze.
Logan Paul, I like Logan Paul being part of this too.
Me
that
too.
He's joined up with them.
Yeah, I think he's actually a good fit with the Vision.
Yeah, I agree.
Drew McIntyre doesn't need it, but he's just in the match. He deserves to be in the match, though, for sure.
Yeah.
And then we have Rhea, Io, Alexa Bliss, and Charlotte is confirmed. I don't know why it says 2 TBA. Charlotte, they confirmed at Raw this Monday. But there is one more, though. And then they're facing Nia Jax. Lash Legend is nasty.
Yeah.
Welcome to the squad.
Yeah.
And she's instantly in a big spot. That's great.
That's
well-deserved. Yeah. She's amazing.
Big deal for her.
Big deal for her, and this is exactly where she wants to be, is doing stuff with these people. This is crazy, bro. Io's debatably the best women's wrestler in the entire world, and Rhea's debatably the biggest women's star in wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Rhea has this huge popularity.
She has a crossover appeal that transcends the business.
Yeah, and she doesn't really do much now. You know, like there's not really like there's not like really a huge.
Yeah, because she's already made.
Yeah.
So now she's in that spot where she can use her stance to make others.
Yeah, and it's weird because I don't know how old she is, but she's
the last Mania she feuded with Io. With like as friends, but like a professional rivalry over the title.
Right.
And she's not even 30
yet,
bro.
Yeah, almost 30.
That's crazy. But anyways, Lash Legend and the Kabuki Warriors they're just money. They're part of what I consider to be one of the best stories going on, which is Rhea, Io, Asuka, and Carrie. And then they also have a TBA. I'm curious to see who's going to end up on that. I really am. I'm not sure, but it's cool. It's cool to see. I know that Asuka and Kyrie went and asked Bayley to join their team as their fifth, and Bayley was like, "Are you fucking stupid? Like, get the fuck out of here! You guys kicked me out and started this mess. Fuck off! Like, get out of here with that shit." And that was funny.
Yeah,
and then
Bayley's,
of course,
Bayley's character's been a little odd
It has
recently.
been, yeah. But it looks like she's having fun with it, though.
Yeah.
So I don't care.
I hopefully that gains a little bit of traction
Yes,
somewhere.
I hope so, too. And I think it will. I think it's just
some things need
they
to cool
have
off.
so many people and they have so much going on that, like you said, some other things need to cool off.
Yeah.
Like have their payout matches cool off for a bit, and then other things are ready and waiting to take over that
Right.
space. You know,
Yeah.
Cena
Hopefully.
and Dom for the IC title, that's guaranteed, absolutely guaranteed. And then Stephanie Vaquer and Nikki Bella. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, this kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
too.
kind of came out of nowhere. Nikki is fine, but like she doesn't need to win that belt. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And Stephanie Vaquer has been amazing and has been amazing with the belt and a instantly super believable world champion that no one's questioning. Everyone's just going, yeah, she's already one of the biggest stars.
Oh yeah, it's not
like
even
fans are already at a point with Steph that. When's the last time you saw somebody come up to the main roster, get showcased the way she did? The whole crowd unanimously went, yeah, she's the merch is just hand over fist now overnight.
Like,
and then they went, oh yeah, just fast track her straight at the world title and she wins it. And she's already a believable and compelling world champion in a main event level.
Yeah.
Just laser right to it.
Well,
it's crazy.
The thing is, you could have done that with like someone like Penta or something like that.
Oh,
but
for sure. They kind of did. It's just that the world title and WWE title for the men is caught up in all this shit. So the best you do is you put them in those Drew McIntyre LA Knight spots where they're surrounding the belt.
High mid card.
You talk about Penta?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's in that surrounding the world title squad.
Yeah, it's odd the way that the
guys in the War Games match.
Well, there's a bunch of sharks right now that are surrounding that world title, and they can any of them can step in.
Any of them can step anytime. They go, oh, Punk needs we need a guy to feud with Punk for the world title now that he's the world champ. LA Knight goes, yep, and they go, he's ready, he's been ready. Go.
Well, that's the thing.
Now you have a 3-month story. With
all of them are on borrowed time. It's like even Cody Rhodes. Like, how long is he going to be around?
How long has he got left?
You got Cody Rhodes.
He said when he signed his new deal for 40 or whatever, it's the last deal he's signing.
Yeah.
When it expires in like 5 years or whatever he's done.
I don't blame him.
So, yeah.
Rhodes, Cena, Punk, Orton. Knight,
AJ
probably.
Styles.
Yeah.
AJ Styles is done next year.
Yeah.
So within the next 5 years, we're guaranteed we're going to lose Orton, Cena. Well, of course Cena, but Orton, Cena, Punk, Styles, probably Cody, probably Roman, probably Seth. Which means all you're going to have, and then maybe Drew. Maybe guys like Drew too.
Yeah, Rollins.
Definitely Lesnar.
Rollins is a question mark to me though, because
it's hard to say.
It depends on how healthy he can stay. That's the problem right now is he's got this injury bug.
Yeah.
It feels like.
Yeah.
But Roman probably won't be around much longer. Roman,
he's so big. He's about to go into Hollywood.
Yeah. And Brock will probably want to actually hang it up.
Yeah,
coming up here.
I think it's getting there. He's got his daughter's
what
careers.
What do you do for him going out?
I don't know. You have him make somebody, but who do you make? Braun Breaker only? Has to be.
I guess so.
Only. Who else would you want to see get a big win over Lesnar at Mania and retire him? Who else is there that's worth it other than a guy like Braun Breaker?
Right, because it's
who's
not
believable.
Like,
who's a guy that could go stand in his face and you go, oh shit.
It's not like it is now where like you could. A lot of times you want it to be a guy you have a history with. You know,
if it's not going to be that a guy that you have history with, if it's a guy you have history with, it's Reigns.
Yes.
If it's not, somebody like Obafemi. You make a young guy, make a young guy, and go, who's a guy that if you have him stand face-to-face with Lesnar, everybody in the crowd's going to go, oh, shit.
Yeah, as long as you can make that believable.
And Oba is a guy that's a very believable powerhouse mountain to climb.
That's what you need is a big guy, like a moose-sized guy, where it's like, because Braun is big, but he's not big. You know what I mean? Like he's big, like jacked big, but he's not like
he's not
imposing
6'4"
figure. Right?
Yeah.
It's a different thing. Like I think you can do that. That would be really cool.
Obafemi, I guaranteed, I guarantee if you saw him standing in face-to-face with Lesnar, you'd go, he matches up.
Yeah.
He sizes up. It was like when Drew faced off with Brock, it was like the eye test to go, yeah, Drew can do it. Drew can do it.
Yeah, Drew is huge, man. People don't realize how big that
6'5",
dude is.
265 with a six-pack or some bullshit,
he's a
bro.
big dude.
Beast. Absolute beast.
Yeah,
he's amazing.
Yeah. He would be a sick tight end.
What a career, too. What a career to have gone away and reinvented himself and come back and be at the level he's been at for years now.
Yeah.
A WWE champion. They put everything in his basket. They put all their eggs in his basket during the pandemic, and he carried them through the most beat time possible, and they survived it.
Yeah, I just wish they would do more.
I know, but again, it's like they've got these guys that they're not rotating out right now, you know? Well, they are rotating the world title, but the WWE title, it's like they don't do what they should be doing with it, which is having Cody do a flare and use the belt to make a million guys and drop it and chase it and drop it and chase it, you know?
Yeah. That's the thing.
That's what Cena did.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about it a lot.
That's why he has the record.
I think that needs to be more prevalent, is dropping the title.
I think the best world champions of all time are the ones that are able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Well, that's
like a guy like Triple H. People shit on him so much, but how do you think he's a 14-timer?
Exactly.
Because
that's
he
how
would
you
win it
get your
and
flares.
be the scum heel that made guy after guy after guy by having him win the big one.
Right. That's how Flair won 16. You don't win it unless you lose.
But then Triple H would win it back eventually under scum tactics, and people would go, "Oh, it's just got to be Triple H. He's burying everybody." Meanwhile, he's making all these dudes around him that are chasing him the whole
Think
time.
about if you drop the title 15 times. Yeah. You've made 15 people.
Ideally.
Theoretically.
Maybe not every one of those guys works out, but you attempted to.
You certainly gave him the shot.
You gave him a shot. You gave him the belt.
Right.
And
you did all you could.
If even a few of them ended up being just moment maker giveaways, like, hey, Eddie just passed, drop it to Ray. Not that that's a bad thing at all, but just if that's what it was for even one of them, there's still 14 more.
Yeah.
Like the majority of them are him feuding with a guy that gets the best of them and finally cuts through the bullshit and gets the win on the big one. And
right. And it says a lot about the performer as well, because you're giving people the opportunities.
That's right. That's right.
Once you win the title, you won the title. You know, like where do you go from there? Yeah.
You're made.
It's not like the UFC where you have to like sit there and be like, I have 13 title defenses.
The reason that people don't always feel that way is because there's guys that have won it that we see weren't made, like Ziggler. He wasn't made. He was worth so much more, and they didn't give it to him.
Yeah, there's. You know? I mean, I could name.
It doesn't mean he had to be the Cody Rhodes Cena guy, but he deserves to right now currently be in that circle around the belt with your Damian Priest and your Drew and your Punk.
Yeah, I think we could name probably 10 guys.
10 guys that are all belong in that circle, and it makes sense to have them there.
That aren't world champions. That should.
They're not world champs, but they're at that level, and they could be whenever they're called on, and they're at least in the circle that's chasing the belt, and they're at the level to be believably chasing the belt.
Right.
You know.
Well, it's like Drew had it, dropped it.
Yep.
So it's like you can have more.
Punk has it right now. Eventually, he'll drop it, but having it doesn't mean he's not in that circle. The champ's included in the circle.
Yeah, and he's not going to have a long title reign.
I doubt he will. Right. Yeah, of course. I doubt he will.
Well, he doesn't even have much time left anyway, so.
Yeah. It's like a lot of guys are on borrowed time.
I think he's enjoying what he's doing.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's going to want to keep doing it for a certain. He was already probably thinking about retiring before he came back, I would think.
Yeah. You have to assume, but at the same time, he fell in love with the business again, and he found a locker room finally that operates the way he always dreamed they would, you know?
That's the biggest thing, yeah.
That's the biggest. So I think he's trying to get as much time as he can out of it. And I don't blame him.
Right.
And now his wife's back on contract. And he gets to experience something he never got to before again, which is him and his wife doing what Seth and Becky did. Not working together per se, but getting to just live their lives together on the road for limited dates on the road or whatever, but they're doing the Euro tours and shit, or at least Punk is.
Yeah.
But he's getting to have this opportunity to have a locker room that is actually healthy and accepts him finally.
Yeah.
Accepts him for who he deserves to be, who he's skilled enough to be. You know what I mean? As far as the position on the card and the respect and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he gets to have his wife there with him. That's huge. That's huge, man.
Yeah,
That's
that's
huge.
really cool. Yeah, I'm glad that that's
So,
happening, honestly.
I'm very happy for him, and it's been cool to watch for sure.
Yeah, because it's a different Punk. Like, you can see the way he just
for
is.
sure.
He just is different, even on screen.
It's so obvious, dude. It's so obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, things have been actually pretty good for WWE.
Yeah, the past couple weeks, it's been really ramping up, and AEW's been really good for a little bit now. And I think it was all in Texas when Hangman won the title back from Mox is when I really felt like, oh, they're in the best era now.
Yeah,
It feels like AEW's in their best version of themselves.
Yes,
the locker room, you can tell there's synergy and there's something going on that's magical that they're riding the wave of right now.
Something changed.
Something changed somewhere and clicked. Exact.
Yeah, and it's really
I love it.
It's a great show.
Yep,
I love the
I
vibe
love
of
it.
their shows.
Yep.
It's really nice having options, you know.
Yeah. And it's not like the option wasn't there. You just have always known you're going to get sick matches. But there's just more to it than that. And I feel like they're really hitting a balance point that works for them, and it doesn't feel the same as WWE, but it doesn't feel worse or better. It just feels awesome in its own, and it's its own format, its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like they're really starting to figure it out.
Yep. Yeah, it's good. It's good wrestling right now.
Starting to figure it out. I think they started to figure it out year one. But right now, they're coming back from their first down period and entering us a point where it feels like now it's the best it's ever been.
Yes.
In my opinion.
Yeah, they have a lot of great talent over there.
Yeah, they do. Dude, Tony Khan just did Hawani, and it was actually really good. Studio.
I want to watch that.
Yeah, it's a good interview.
Maybe I'll put that up when I upload this.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's it. I got to catch up on some SmackDown stuff.
Sure. It's worth it. It's worth it. The SmackDown stuff building up for War Games has been good.
Yeah, I actually have some time this week, because I'm off this week. So
hell yeah, cool.
Well, I'll probably watch a lot of wrestling.
Yeah, we do that.
Sometimes it's tough, but
yeah,
I watch as much as I can throughout the week.
That's all we can do.
Yep. W.GG.
Yeah, you want this stuff, dude. It's good.
Promo code Clear Shots. That gets you 30% off. 30%.
Yeah, 30 right now, dude. That's huge.
That goes till the end of November. So after November 30th.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the online store, our store, is going to have Black Friday stuff going on as well.
Absolutely. Let's take a look.
I think it's do I even know our store?
No, he doesn't know our store, even though he made it. It's clearshotstudios.com. And then Burning Hammer Wrestling. Yeah.
Pull it up real quick. We do have some. This is new.
Yeah, this one's good.
So that's kind of cool.
I like that shit.
But all this stuff will be on sale.
Yep.
Probably within the next week or so.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on social media. If you're not following us already, just do that. We're on pretty much everything. We're on we're literally on everything.
Yeah, we're on everything.
And if you want to watch the show, it's on Spotify, if you want, or Apple Podcasts or whatever. So if you're on that stuff and you don't want to use YouTube, if you don't have YouTube Premium or whatever,
shows on all your major stuff. It's on YouTube. It's
TikTok,
on
Instagram,
live on Twitch. Yeah,
it's everywhere. So
we're hitting everything now.
Try to cover all the bases.
It's been good, man. We've been on a roll.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, it's fun. Definitely a fun show. So that's it. Yeah, check us out. We're online, obviously, at burninghammerwrestling.com. Everything's there.
Yeah.
If you're watching live, you're awesome. And
unless you're a bot.
Unless you're a bot.
Who cares?
There's definitely bots. Twitch has a lot of bots.
Yeah. It happens.
So we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Thank you for watching.
Hell yeah.